Canada, a place that has nice people everywhere you go and is known for their maple syrup, but they're going to be known for a lot more than that in this summer's Olympics. But this summer, we have a lot of new changes happening. Team USA is making a huge juggernaut team with Joel Embiid, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Anthony Davis, and all these guys are trying to go out there and get the gold medal. But there's one team that is hungry to go out there and get a medal for their country, and this is Team Canada. The hunger of this team really showed in the recent FIBA World Cup that happened in 2023, where they had to go out there and get a victory against Team USA and get the bronze medal. And this game was full of action. It was so crazy that Mikal Bridges hit a fading three-pointer to tie the game and send it to overtime. But during overtime, this is where the superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hit a lethal step back to give Canada the victory over the United States. But all of this happened without one player. A player that went out there and won a championship. A player that draws so much gravity on the floor. His name is Jamal Murray. What would this mean for Team Canada? Well, it would mean a lot more pick and rolls, a lot more scoring that you could get late in the game, and all in all, just a whole lot more decisiveness. But there is one player on Team Canada that really changes the narrative. A player that isn't scared of anybody. His name is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just recently, in an interview, he was asked if he was worried about Team USA. And what he said really showed his leadership. He said, "No, I don't worry at all. At the end of the day, they're basketball players. Now, they may be some of the best in the world, but our team has some of the best in the world as well, and we don't fear any of them." And well, after I took a look at Team Canada's roster, I know why they're not scared. This team has lockdowns that can stop any superstar on any given night. Starting off with Lu Dort, a dude that had to go out there and guard Luka Doncic in the NBA playoffs. Did he completely stop Luka Doncic? Well, no. But did he slow him down? Yes.
I think he's one of the top 3 defenders in the NBA. It's really tough to play against him.
Then we got another lockdown in Gilgeous-Alexander Walker. He has a super long wingspan, so he can deflect balls and get you down in transition, which is what you want with this Canada roster. He did a very good job in this year's playoffs against the Denver Nuggets. He guarded Jamal Murray and did a great job. This team is absolutely stacked with lockdown players, and I'm not done yet, because you also have Andrew Wiggins, who is an amazing player. Although he had a down season, the dude is still an NBA champion. He has the DNA to really bring this team forward and lock down some of the best players in the world. All of a sudden, guys, deciding who will make the 12-man Canada team for the Olympics is going to be so hard, and I feel bad for anyone that's going to have to make that decision, because there's also one player that's 7'4" that could protect the rim, run pick and rolls for you. His name is Zach Edey. He is set to go in this year's NBA draft, but there are so many people hating on him. There's so many people calling him a draft bust. He won't be good. He can't shoot. Well, if he makes the Canada roster for this year's Olympics, this is the time for him to go out there and show everyone that he has what it takes to dominate the NBA. The players I just went through there were only the defensive players, and we're just getting started. Because when we look at the scorers on this roster, the players that can create for themselves, go out there, score 30 points, heck, even 40 points. This starts off with Dillon Brooks. A lot of people hate on him for talking too much trash, getting into people's heads. Well, that is the player you need in these Olympics and on your team. Dillon Brooks went out there, scored over 30 points, even made a record for the most points that a Canadian has scored, and I think he has what it takes to do it again. He's been improving on his three-point shot recently and has turned it into a quintessential 3-and-D player that is so efficient. The next player that could be a flat-out scorer on this team is Shaedon Sharpe. His ability to be a slasher, get to the rim, and draw multiple double teams is what this guy does. When you have players like Shai and Jamal Murray and a bunch of 3-and-D players around you, these slashers are very, very valuable. And this season, with his role in Portland increasing, he really stepped up to the plate and played very well. So I think that him playing in Team Canada again will be perfect for his experience. But next, we got a Canadian that currently plays for the Toronto Raptors. And this is RJ Barrett. He spent a lot of his time in New York being misused, being put in the corners, and just waiting to catch and shoot. But believe it or not, this wasn't the player he actually was. So the Toronto Raptors found an opportunity and got him in the trade deadline, and now they told him to play freely, play with the ball, drive at the rim. And this unlocked a different RJ Barrett, an RJ Barrett that averages 20 points per game and does this efficiently. And can he do this with Team Canada? Sure as hell he can. Alongside Shai, Jamal Murray, and him, he might be one of the top 3 players on this roster and really help man the offense. It has been 2 decades. Yes, 2 decades since Canada has ever been good in basketball. This picture is the last time Team Canada has participated in one of those big Olympic games since the FIBA World Cup. If you look closely, you could see number 7 being Steve Nash, and if you look at the top right, well, number 9 is RJ Barrett's dad. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how long it's been since Canada has made it to the Olympic Games. They have failed to qualify for any of the 5 Olympic tournaments and only managed to have 2 appearances at the FIBA World Cup. So even getting that bronze medal, that victory against Team USA, was a step in the right direction. And with the head of the snake being Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a player who isn't scared of the moment, who isn't scared of this Team USA squad, or even any European team. He's out there for one mission. Go get Canada a medal, because they haven't done it in nearly 2 decades. But what makes Shai so special is his ability to have counters for every single move. His ability to operate in the mid-range also adds another level to his game, similar to Jamal Murray. He hit very big late game winners against the Lakers, all stemming from the mid-range shot. And this is important when you're trying to lead a team. It's not just me saying this though. There are other people saying that Shai has counters to every single move.
I would say the hardest player in the NBA to guard is probably Shai, because he has so many counters, and I think like sometimes if you stop him from doing something, he goes to the counter. If you stop him from doing that, he has just multiple counters at all times.
This is gonna be a hard decision. In the comment section, I want you guys to predict the 12-man roster for Team Canada, and also tell me, do you see them getting the gold medal, the bronze medal, or the silver? And if not any of them, tell me why. If you enjoyed today's video, if you could do me one favor, is hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 20,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And that's been all for me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.